Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about how you can find Amazon FBA private label product ideas if you feel like you've been looking for hours and hours without any avail. Okay, sometimes it's normal for you to see ideas over and over again, but this is a method that I found that really helps me when I've been looking for a long time. I hit a wall, feel like there's nothing else, but hey, there's over 70 million products on Amazon, so surely we can find something. This method in particular literally helps you find thousands of ideas, not just hundreds at a time. So be sure to stick around to the end if that sounds like a video you'd enjoy. Be sure to like and subscribe if you happen to be new. But without further ado, let's jump right into it. So we're gonna move over into my computer here, and we're just landed on Magnet by Helium 10. Sure, you guys know who Helium 10 is, very popular Amazon FBA software company. Now what we're gonna do is we're just gonna jump right into the strategy. What you do here, and this tool is gonna kick you back thousands of words related to the words that you're entering. So if I entered a word like decor, okay, and I hit search, it's gonna pull me back a list of keywords, and not just 50 or 100 keywords. It will literally pull me back thousands of different phrases that customers are typing into Amazon every single month. And not only that, it's gonna show me how many customers are searching those phrases every single month. And what do you think we can do if we know exactly what customers are looking for? Well, they're literally telling us what they want. That's why this strategy is so cool. So I was doing a little research using Blackbox by Helium 10, which is their product research tool. And essentially one of their tools is keyword research, where you get to see what customers are searching, and it leads you to a product idea that meets a certain criteria. But it limits you to about 200 results. So I was like, well, I could just go to Magnet and look at this. We got 29,000 different phrases that customers are searching. And I can just enter my search volume and my different pieces of criteria right here. So check this out. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually use Magnet as a product research tool instead of a keyword research tool. And I'm gonna go through a list of words that are very simple that lead to categories or niches as a whole, very top of the funnel words. Instead of typing in something specific and trying to see what that search volume is, I'm gonna kind of manipulate the results that it gives me and try and find products that customers are looking for that I can provide. So let's just get into it. It'll make more sense as we start doing it here. I'm willing to see things with as low as maybe 750 search volume, and then we'll just max that out at about 7,500 or so. We're gonna be looking in this threshold just because I think specifically the products I like to look for on Amazon, I don't tend to sell in really big markets that have hundreds of different product results from many different sellers. I tend to like to sell products where I have a big home court advantage in establishing one of the best listings early on before anyone else is really flooding into it. I want to become one of those listings that eventually has 1,200, 1,500 reviews that's dominating over all of the other sellers. But really the best way to do that is to get into a space early. So we want to find something that customers are looking for and deliver it to them better than anyone else has. So we're gonna come in here, we're gonna do word count a minimum of 3 actually. I'm gonna be looking at more long tail phrases because that usually leads you to more specific products. Fewer words, you can't describe as much in depth what the product really is, right? If I just say decor or home or tool or shelf, those are just one word phrases and they're very broad. So 2 words, you get a little bit more specific, and 3 even more. So we're gonna go a minimum of 3. I won't put a maximum necessarily. And I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna hit apply now, and we'll watch this 29,000 come down to just 1,300, okay? So now what we can do is we can look through here and we know the correlating search volume for any one of these phrases. So now we know exactly what customers are looking for. So guess what your only job is now? Now this could lead you to a product, but what it's really leading you to is a mixture of results that are being presented to customers who are actually looking for this exact phrase. So if we go find a phrase that brings us to results that don't quite match the phrase or that aren't really satisfactory, don't have really professional level listings in there, that's a perfect market, if the proof of concept is there for us to enter. So let's go ahead and look through here, and now we're just literally gonna be using these as our new product ideas. And instead of 200, we have 1,300. And you can change the base word that we're using. We happen to be using decor right here. But what you can do is you can use as many different base words as you'd like. So I could put kit here, I could put tool, I could put big, small, right? Just these big, broad words. And one thing I really like to do if I can't come up with good words, I'll search one word like home or kitchen. You can even search like art well, not really art, but you come into this word frequency bank right here, and you get a bunch of different words that relate to this word. So room, farmhouse, right? Decorative, those are all really good things we could put in here if you want to change it up. That's how you would get different results, by the way. So I'm going to look through here and I'm going to try and find a keyword that I think will lead to a good market. So for the sake of time, I'm just going to look through this list, and when I find something that I think would lead us to a decent market, I'll check back in with you. All right, so I think I found something. I scrolled all the way to page 6 here, and I was just looking through, and I found geometric wall art. Okay, I really like that. There's 2,500 searches per month for geometric wall art. And then one of the first things that I found were these triangle shelves. So I clicked on geometric wall art. I came over here, those kind of caught my eye, and let me show you why. So when I open up X-Ray or whatever Chrome extension that'll read Amazon sales. So when I pull up X-Ray on this and I look at the sales, it just really caught my eye. So whenever I'm looking, doing product research, one of the main things that I'm looking for is who's someone with a lack of social proof, a lack of a high quality listing that's doing really well despite that. So 35 reviews doing 10,000 a month, I'm like, I could get 35 reviews. I would like to make 10,000 a month in sales in addition. So let's check that out. This is just a simple listing for 2 very small triangular shelves. Now they have a very, very simple listing. It's really just a lot of white pictures of the product. So there's actually no lifestyle pictures. I think we can definitely get some more persuasive photography done for this. And then what really caught my eye is if we go back, check this out. I liked that product, so I went, well, this is not really just that product. There's a lot of things we could pick from here. So notice how I'm using the term geometric wall art as another opportunity to find many products. When I land on that search term, I just now look for what's doing really well with low reviews or what's doing really well with a bad listing. And I'm going, how can I come in and improve that product or improve the presentation of that product? So check this out. If I search now floating triangle shelves, if I wanted to be more specific to this product, floating for triangle shelves, it gets recommended. That means people are searching that. If I look through here, let's see how many there are. And I'm really liking what I'm seeing already. So I'm searching floating triangle shelves, and how many do we have? Well, that's not a triangle shelf. That's just a floating shelf with rope on it. It happens to ironically be making the shape of a triangle, but that's not really a triangle shelf. That's essentially just like another version of this, just done with rope instead of cable. And then we have the one we saw. We have these, which are a bit different. We have, I'll technically count that. It's a bit of a triangle and then another triangle there, triangle. This is a corner shelf. These are not triangle shelves. This is kind of a triangle. This is not. This is, right? So basically already every other listing is not the right product. These are all sponsored, so we don't really want to count those. But even as we go down, we have hexagons, we have floating ones. So I think you get the point now. We have like some mountain ones, some normal hanging shelves. Amazon's already struggling to show enough of the correct result for this search term, and people are clearly buying this when they see it. So now I have almost like a hot lead on a product idea. If I pull this up here, now I want to see, well, how are all the triangle ones doing? So let's see. This one we know is already doing 10 with 35. These ones are a little bit different, we said. This one, just 21 reviews. They're doing 3,000 a month. Okay, that's not fantastic, but it's something. This one's doing 18,000, more reviews. They've been around for a while, but that is technically like a geometric piece of art, definitely triangular. So this one is only doing 900 or 200. They're not really selling too well. This one's doing 7,000 with 58. So what I see here is we have this really tiny niche carved out of geometric wall art, and it is floating triangle shelves, or even just triangle shelves, right? So we have this one kind of sconce style that goes on the wall, maybe to hold a candle or a plant or something like that. And it's given us proof of concept. It said, hey, $10,000 in sales a month of purchases are being made of this product right here, and I'm the only one selling it. Right? I don't even see another single Me Too listing trying to sell that product. Okay, so if we went and tried to source a triangular wall sconce or a floating wooden triangular shelf, we don't even have to go big, right? We don't have to get this big bulky floating shelf. We could just offer these tiny little triangular floating shelves, set of 2. Maybe we do a set of 3. I actually have a set of 3 triangular hanging mirrors, which that reminds me of the pattern you could do with that. Those are really cool, and I actually like those. My girlfriend bought those on Amazon. She's like, hey, you should look these up. I never did, but maybe that would be good too. Some kind of geometric art. But this product right here, I'm inspired by, right? Because we have specifically $10,000 worth of sales to someone who has very little competition. This reminds me a lot of my macrame shelf, right? There's not a whole lot of indication of what to do, but if I see something working and something's able to collect $10,000 worth of sales with just 35 reviews, and it's almost unrivaled, right? No one's even tried to copy them. There's not really a market built around that. It's more built around the product and the presentation of that product. Now, my job is to go source something like that, and maybe I do a 3-pack, and I take my photography to the next level. Talking lifestyles, 7 full quality professional pictures, take my copywriting to the next level. I think that could be a potential product right there. Now what I would want to go do is I'd want to go figure out how much I can get this product for. So I'd head over to Alibaba and start typing triangle shelves. And really, that's just one idea. You can see how I used this technique to just find a huge bank of product ideas or search terms for customers that I can now go and check, say, hey, how many people are providing professional quality listings for this search term? So that's gonna do it for today's video. Go try this technique out. Just wanted to get the wheels turning, get you thinking about new ways to find a lot of ideas at once. I know it's been something I've struggled with in the past when I was starting, of kind of always seeing the same ideas over and over again. So I wanted to throw this your way and kind of give you a new technique that I've been using. It's almost like a keyword research, product research clash. So thanks so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video. I'll see you on the channel here tomorrow for another one. But in the meantime, you have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you next time. Later.